Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, President of Thermalwood Canada, and host for the show. And today our special guest, Ashley Abernethy. And you're the owner of Layers 3D Printing Studio, and it's a new studio that's been just opened up. So tell us a little bit about what this whole story is and where it started and what you're doing.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for having me. We are Layers 3D Print Studio and Layers Hub. We kind of operate two different businesses here in beautiful downtown Bathurst. During the week, we have this space available as kind of a co-working and meeting space. So any remote workers or freelancers or people that are used to working at their kitchen table and just want some grown-up conversation and a different place of scenery, they can come in and work from here. But on the more fun side of things is 3D Print Studio. So we have two different ways of doing it. We have kind of already 3D printed items that are available to paint. So people can come in, maybe they have a family or a birthday party, and they can actually paint the objects, almost like a clay cafe, but they actually get to bring their creation home with them the same day, which is really cool. Then we also do the custom 3D printing. So that can be for businesses or individuals, and that can be basically anything that you can imagine. So we can do corporate gifts. We can fix that broken fridge piece that you can't find a replacement part for. You want a big wall art piece that you can't find anywhere else, we can create that for you.
That's pretty amazing. You know, when I walked in here, you know, I started looking around at some of the items that you've already printed, and these are all for sale, right? Yeah. And I started looking at that. I said, okay. And I started thinking about the concept of 3D printing and what you could put together. And your husband was even telling me that somebody came in that they needed pegs for their acoustic guitar and I couldn't get them anywhere, and he made them for him. So it's, you know, when you start, and my brain's been working ever since I walked in here, I said, okay, I can see all kinds of different opportunities here. So, you know, you're not from Bathurst. Your husband is originally, but left a few years ago and ventured off into the rest of the world. But you decided to come home.
We did, yes. Yeah, my husband was with the RCMP and retired about 2 years ago. And so we had the opportunity to move anywhere. We were kind of in the Fredericton and Moncton area for a while. And when we started to think about where we wanted to kind of settle and where we wanted to raise our daughter, Bathurst just checked all the boxes. I've been coming up with him every summer to visit for the last 15 years, and it's always been a beautiful place. But I knew I would like it when we came up to live here. I didn't realize how much I would love it. The community has just been the most welcoming. Everyone's so supportive. You know, my daughter gets to ride her bike down the street until the lights come on, kind of the good old fashioned childhood that I was always wishing for her. So it was the best decision we ever made.
Well, you know, that's great to hear. And it's a great story because sometimes, and the reason why we even have this show was to prove to people that we have so much to offer. You know, a lot of people say, there's nothing to do here, but there's so much to do if you really open your eyes and look around. But in addition to you choosing to come back, Jesse's, you know, his home where he was born, but you moved back here. But as an entrepreneur now, you know, what was the platform like? Did you find it was easy to do and pull it together? Because this was, what I understand, a bit of a hobby, right? That is turned into something else. So
it was a hobby. Obviously my husband got into it first. And then as our basement started filling up with 3D printers, I was, you know, kind of figure out what this is. And once you get into it and realize what you can do, it is so much fun and so much potential. And then the opportunity came up that, like maybe we should start this as a business. So I did reach out to the community and again, amazing. Not only other local entrepreneurs were so supportive, even the owner of this building, you know, Michael and Catherine, who are a big part of why downtown is so amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Have been so supportive and gave great advice and helped with finding the space. You know, working with CBDC, the chamber, everyone has just been so supportive. So we literally thought of this in October and we opened our doors January 2nd. So it's been an amazing process.
So you haven't been open very long. No. We're talking about a month and a half. Yeah. So where's your market?
So we are really focused here in Northern New Brunswick.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be hyper focused on that, and we kind of target to either individuals just looking for cool gifts, or we're even hosting like Dungeons and Dragons nights or Magic the Gathering nights. So somewhere for people to come and play cool games, but that also can customize their game pieces as well with 3D printing. And then on the business side, we're just starting to target the B2B side of things with kind of corporate gifts, different swags. We do little awards, even there's some golf PI, maybe doing some golf trophies and things like that, so there's potential everywhere.
Potential everywhere. And have you like thought about venturing off like on the internet and selling online and that kind of stuff too? Is that part of what you're planning on doing?
Part of the future plan, but to your point earlier about, raising awareness of how amazing our region is, we're really just trying to be hyper focused on that for now. And we may venture onto the e-commerce side maybe now.
Well, and one of the things that I'm always amazed about is that, coming back to the fact that our region, the Chaleur region, we've got so much to offer in our province. And, the Chaleur region for me is a gem. And we've got, again, so much to offer here. And here's an opportunity to do anything you want to do. Like, who would have thought that, a business could start up to dealing with 3D printing?
It's been really surprising. We actually kind of the plan was to really start with the paint studio, because we thought, that's something fun. You don't need to know much about 3D printing, or just come and have an experience with your family. We thought maybe that would sustain us while we educated people on the possibilities of what we can do for your business on the 3D printing side. And it's kind of been reversed. We've been getting so many inquiries, some great ideas from people that our custom orders are coming in and keeping us quite busy. So it's a very, very good problem that we're having right now. And just hoping to keep it going. Yeah.
And even when I walked in, there was a lady here that was here with her daughter, and she was actually painting one of the pieces of 3D printing that you had. It's pretty amazing.
It's just a great place to come and have some family time, or just have an experience by yourself. I've had some nurses come in after a hard shift and just wanted, just to kind of get out of your head for an hour or two. We're here for that as well. And we've got a nice lounge and fresh coffee all the time. So it's just a place to come.
Well, listen, first of all, thank you very much for moving back to the area.
For being so welcoming.
Yeah. And thank you for starting something different and something new, and being brave enough to be able to step out into that entrepreneurship and do something in a different way. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I wish both you and your husband the best with this business. And from what I see here, I don't see you have any problems whatsoever. This is great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So there we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.